Can stress cause you to menstruate? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. And if you're just new to my page, thanks for stopping by. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let's start by what is stress? You can give me your definitions in the comments, but stress is a feeling of being overwhelmed, unable to cope with mental or emotional pressure, or it can also be defined as worrying about something you have little or no control over. And apparently this stress, where does this thinking or this emotional disturbance, where does it take place? In the brain. Like the ability for you to be like, okay, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do this, why is this happening to me, all that mechanism, where is it taking place? In the brain. The brain is in the skull. It's taking place in the brain. And so our brain has so many parts. It has the cerebellum. I'll just list the most important parts. The cerebellum, the cerebrum, the hypothalamus, the pituitary, the medulla. These are the most important parts of the brain, but there are other very, very important parts, but these are the important parts I want to use in my topic of today. So what happens is, when you keep having that stress up, all mechanisms are taking place, your body is trying to adapt, and what happens, other parts of the brain can be stimulated because of this stressful mechanism the brain has inserted in. And so what happens is the other parts of the brain can be stimulated. For example, the pituitary gland is just a small gland found in the brain. So during this stressful mechanism, the pituitary gland can be stimulated. And what does the pituitary gland actually do? The pituitary gland produces various hormones and releases various hormones, and it is stimulated by what? The hypothalamus. The pituitary gland causes the release of what? Luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Yes, the pituitary gland causes the use of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormones. So, and this pituitary gland is stimulated by what? As I said, the hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus also stimulates various organs in the body. It stimulates the GIT, to carry out digestion. It stimulates the muscular system. It stimulates various parts of the body. We are us because of our brain. So maybe during this stressful makeup, what happens is, as the hypothalamus is stimulating the body to carry out other functions, it can also stimulate the pituitary, because as your body is in that state, everything just has to be taken place at the same time. You're worried, you're disturbed, so everything is just jumbled up. So when this happens, as the pituitary gland is stimulated, it stimulates the as the pituitary gland is stimulated, it causes the release of follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone is a hormone that helps in the release of eggs. It's a hormone that causes you to release eggs from your ovaries, from the ovaries. So when these eggs are being released, if it doesn't fertilize, normally we bleed because the egg doesn't get fertilized. So if the egg doesn't get fertilized, we have to menstruate. It causes the menstruation. So if you don't have sex during that period, you have to menstruate. So during that stressful period, the pituitary is being stimulated and there is a release of follicle stimulating hormone. And what happens? A follicle is being released, it's not being fertilized, so you see your menses. Or in another circumstance, you can see that you miss your menses completely, because during also that stressful mechanism, you're disturbed, so your body keeps on is focused on how you can make money or how I can pay my bills. So your body just, okay, hypothalamus is like, okay, no, you don't need to menstruate now, you don't need to lose blood, you don't need to do some other things that are going to cause you more stress. So what happens is, it will not stimulate the pituitary gland to release follicle stimulating hormone, and thereby no follicles is going to be released from the ovaries, and no menses. So you see, so actually, when our state of mind, our state of being can cause what we are, or can cause how we are. So a lot of things have to be put into considerations before we jump into conclusions. Not every circumstance is pregnancy. It can be that week or that month where you're supposed to see your menses, you were totally stressed. So we should just learn how to manage stress. We should really learn how to manage stress. Yes, it's not easy as ladies or as young people, but we need to learn how to manage it. Now we understand how being stressed up can actually cause you to see your menses, or can actually make you not to see your menses. So before you want to conclude whether you're pregnant or anything, always think, well, was I stressed during that period? Was I not stressed during that period? Thank you. I hope this video was totally helpful. I hope you understood everything I said. I'm going to see you in my next video. Please, let's learn to cope with stress. It's an everyday thing. Everybody faces it. Don't let it affect your metabolic processes. Don't let it affect your build up, your makeup. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Ciao. It's caught in the crossfire.